Cybercrime by Caitlin Atwood.
First, we will explore what cybercrime is. Cybercrime is defined by the Merriam-Webster Dictionary as criminal activity such as fraud, theft, or distribution of child pornography committed using a computer, especially to illegally access, transmit, or manipulate data. In 2018, the Federal Bureau of Investigation Crime Complaint Center recorded 351,937 complaints. Additionally, losses totaled over $2.7 billion for the victims. There was an average of 900 complaints per day, and there was a recovery rate of assets by the Recovery Asset Team, also called RAT, of 75%. The state of Utah created an infographic regarding cybercrime. It reports that 47% of adults have had their information stolen by hackers. Additionally, 43% of businesses have suffered a data breach. The FBI estimates that 80% of cybercrimes go unreported due to a lack of awareness, ability to report, embarrassment, and fear of consumer backlash. Unlock Blog provided a guest post regarding 77 facts to know about cybercrime. Something that I found interesting was that some of the largest data breaches were well-known companies such as Yahoo, eBay, Target, TJ Maxx, and Chase Bank. Additionally, there have been many celebrity hackings, including Miley Cyrus, Jessica Alba, Tiger Woods, and more. Ransomware is one of the most popular types of cybercrime, as defined by IC3, a type of malicious software designed to block access to a computer system until money is paid. Ace Cloud Hosting provided an infographic regarding how ransomware works. It starts with an unsolicited email or clicking the link or downloading an attachment. Ransomware takes advantage of a glitch in your operating system or software to run an infected code and then encrypts the data on your system. The attacker will then demand cryptocurrency or to decrypt the data. Some ransomware even have the potential to spread to other computers within your network. Some facts regarding ransomware are that it can target humans and technical weaknesses, often targeting businesses, organizations, and individuals. It denies access to data and network systems and is often delivered through emails. Ransom payment is demanded for renewed access to those data and systems. Cybercrime was first seen in 1989. It was seen as the AIDS Trojan, also known as the PC Cyborg, which was written by Dr. Joseph Popp. When the AIDS Trojan popped up, it had two different screens. This is the first, and here's the second. Some facts about the AIDS Trojan malware or ransomware is that it was distributed to researchers as a floppy disk and was supposed to contain questions regarding individuals' risk of contracting AIDS. Over 90 countries received this disk, and it activated after restarting a computer 90 times. It made two monetary demands, first of $186 and then of $378 for lease of software. An important element in looking over cybercrime is looking at the government's response to cybercrime. The Federal Bureau of Investigation Internet Crime Complaint Center, also known as IC3, was established in the year 2000. It takes complaints and investigates the following cybercrimes: intellectual property rights, computer intrusions, economic espionage, online extortion, international money laundering, identity theft, and more. Here's what the main page of IC3's complaint online website looks like. There are many known types of cybercrime. IC3 reports on their website the following: auction fraud, counterfeit cashier's checks, credit card fraud, debt elimination, parcel courier email schemes, employment business opportunities, escrow services fraud, identity theft, internet extortion, investment fraud, lotteries, Nigerian letter or 419, phishing and spoofing, Ponzi or pyramid schemes, reshipping, spam, and third-party receiver of funds. IC3 has a process of addressing cybercrimes. First, they collect data based on the reports made to them. They analyze the data and review all of the incoming reports. They create public service announcements, scam alerts, and outreach. And they also set out referrals to local agencies, international, state, and federal agencies for further investigation, and also see that legal action is pursued through those avenues. There are many government departments that address cybercrime. Outlined here are a few in the divisions within those departments: the National Cyber Forensic and Training Alliance, the Department of Homeland Security, U.S. Secret Service, Federal Bureau of Investigation, and the Department of Justice. The Department of Justice first addressed cybercrimes in 1984 with the Comprehensive Crime Control Act, then again in 1986 with the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, CFAA, which has been amended many times in the listed years, most recently in 2008. 2008 changes to the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act included removing jurisdiction requirements, classifying the offense of damaging 10 or more computers as a felony, removing the requirement for losses to have been over $50,000 for action against the hackers to be taken, and criminalizing acts such as threats of data theft, public disclosure of stolen data, non-repair of data, and conspiracy to hack computers. Additional legislation against cybercrimes includes the Counterfeit Access Device and Computer Fraud Abuse Law of 1984, the National Information Infrastructure Protection Act of 1996, the USA Patriot Act of 2001, and the Identity Theft Enforcement and Restitution Act of 2008. In a 2004 memorandum, the U.S. Attorney General identified considerations to be made when prosecuting cybercrimes, which included the sensitivity of affected computer systems or information, the potential for broad or significant impact on national or economical interest, connections to other criminal activity or risk of bodily harm, the impact of the crime and prosecution on the victim or other third parties, exceeding authorized access, an increased need for deterrence, the extent of harm to one district or community, and the possibility of effective prosecution in another jurisdiction. Finally, we'll be looking at the prevention and reporting information for cybercrimes. The following tips provided by the Federal Bureau of Investigation are there to prevent cybercrime attacks. First, you keep your firewalls installed and turned on. Install antivirus and anti-spyware software and keep it up to date. Keep operating systems on your computer and phones updated. And pay attention to material before you download it from emails, websites, and whatnot. Do not leave your computer on when you're away. Just turn it off before you leave the office or your home. The first place you can look to file a complaint regarding cybercrime is the ic3.gov website. Additionally, you can go to the Department of Justice, the International Reports, which is the eConsumer.gov site, tips.fbi.gov. For child exploitation complaints, you can go to missingkids.org. You can report ransomware attacks at nomoreransom.org. And you can file complaints with the Federal Trade Commission at ftccomplaintassist.gov. Finally, you can register yourself as a Do Not Call on the donotcall.gov website. The last thing I'm going to be presenting is a video released by the Federal Trade Commission called Why Report Fraud. Take a few minutes to watch this video, and I hope you have enjoyed this presentation on cybercrime.
We all see scams. Even if we don't buy into one, we all get the calls, emails, and letters. Why are there so many? Well, scammers see us all as targets, so they keep trying to get our money, or social security number, or account numbers. And they're good at what they do. They know how to knock us off balance just long enough to take advantage. That's why we need a plan. So if you think you've spotted a scam, what do? First, tell somebody. The call or email might seem urgent, but slow down. Talk to a family member, friend, or neighbor. Tell them the story. Sometimes just saying it out loud helps. Maybe your friend got a similar message, or knows someone who has. Or your story might just help your neighbor avoid that scam. Then, tell the Federal Trade Commission. The FTC sues scammers and works to shut them down. When you report a scam to the FTC, investigators use your information to build cases against scammers. Other law enforcement agencies can see the reports too and use them to further their own investigations. Your story makes a difference. Every report is a piece of the puzzle that lets the FTC see the full picture of what scammers are doing, and then stop them. Because scammers don't scam just one person, but you could be the one person whose story tips the balance, stops someone from falling for the scam, or stops the scammer. So tell your story. As soon as you think you see a scam, talk with someone, and then tell the FTC. Go to ftc.gov/complaint to file your report.
Again, thank you so much for listening to this presentation. I hope you found some of this information useful and helpful, and hopefully you are able to avoid becoming a victim to cybercrime. Again, my name is Caitlin Atwood, and thank you very much.